A crime alert in Miami where federal authorities announced more than 24 arrests in a ring that sold fake nursing diplomas nationwide. And there are more arrests to come. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live with this developing story. Roy.
Nicole, this was a $114 million scheme where nursing schools based right here in South Florida sold those fake diplomas at $15,000 a pop. Those students would then take that diploma and in some cases obtain nursing jobs without even having the proper training. U.S. Attorney for the Southern District Markenzie LaPointe surrounded by federal agents to announce the results of Operation Nightingale, a scheme where fake diplomas and transcripts were sold to thousands of people across the country in order to work as registered nurses.
The last thing we want to learn is that the nurses administering the medications, the ones charged with carrying out doctor's order, took shortcuts on their clinical training and used fake nursing diplomas to get their licenses and jobs. Unfortunately, thousands of people have taken these shortcuts.
7,600 that federal agents are aware of. 30% of those who purchased the $15,000 fake diplomas went on to sit for state exams, even passing them.
Use those fake credentials to sit for state board examinations, obtain their nursing licenses, and ultimately get jobs at hospitals.
We learned the 3 nursing schools selling the fake documents were based right here in South Florida. One at the Palm Beach School of Nursing in West Palm Beach, another at the Siena College of Health in Lauderhill, and at Sacred Heart International Institute in Fort Lauderdale.
25 individuals have been charged across multiple states with wire fraud crimes, including conspiracy.
While agents have already identified several facilities where people may be working as licensed nurses who obtain those jobs illegally, the concern is the safety of the patients being treated by them.
To date, we have not learned of nor uncovered any evidence of patient harm stemming from these individuals.
So 21 arrests have already been made. 2 more are expected over the next few days. As a result, agents have notified nursing boards across the country. For now in downtown Miami, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Well, you know, it's stories like this that actually, that need to be spread and talked more about. Some of these people who are so-called nurses don't really need to be nurses because they bought their way into a job. Basically buying fake diplomas and degrees and transcripts. You know what? It's for people who do schools that allow this, they put in danger to people. They put more harm to people who need medical care easily. Nursing is a very critical job. It's very important. It's very important, very essential because every day somebody either sick or injured and they need care. And my shout out goes out to the nurses. I talk to the real nurses who work hard to get where they are and accomplishment and very dedicated to their job. My much respect goes to them because they earned it. But people who cheat their way to a job and get a certificate, they spend $15,000 just to get a fake nursing certificate. And I don't know anybody who has $15,000 just to give away to get certified. I don't know many people who got that, but a particular group of people, whoever rich, they got that money to buy a diploma, a nursing, and basically don't really take the state exam. They must cheat for that too. And people don't understand whoever do things like this, even that school in South Florida that pulls stunts out like that. They don't understand that people's lives are in their hands. People have family members and they expect for that nurse who's qualified to take special care of someone's lives. People are under your care, and the last thing they want to know is that you don't know what you're doing when you working on somebody who's sick. They don't want that you working on somebody and you don't know what you're doing. You don't know. You have to go against the doctor's order, and the doctors might explain certain things to you. You're not quite sure what it is, and patients end up getting even more critical ill, or at worst dying, because you don't know what you're doing, and you don't know what you're doing because you failed to get your nursing degree or the certificate. You failed to get that the right way. You had to buy your way to it. And that's a very disrespect to nurse. I talk about people who are nurse, who earned their degree, put blood, sweat, and tears in getting that certificate and be certified and registered. That's a disrespect to the real nurses out there who earn their way. So many of them had to spend so many nights studying, spending nights. Some of them even work and go to school to want to be nurses, and some of them even probably were nurse assistants, helping out the nurses while they're in school. So they're working and is going to school, studying days and studying nights, getting up early in the morning to go to school. And they might spend a couple of years or two graduating and get their degree and studying for the state exam to be certified. That's a very disrespect to them, people who do something like that. And they getting charged, and from what I heard, they serving like some years in jail, and rightfully so, because in life you're supposed to get what you earn. And that's like, 7,600 diplomas they selling to uncertified, undeserving people, just because they spend about $15,000, and that's a school in South Florida and certain other areas in Florida. Man, let me tell you something. People who living in Fort Lauderdale or Palm Beach, y'all better be careful. Y'all better be careful. You sick, don't go none of these hospitals there unless you know for sure that these nurses are certified, because this is dangerous. But tell me what you think about this though. People wonder why a lot of hot people don't like going to the hospitals, because people cheat their way to want to be nurse and cheat their way for care. But yeah, let me know what you think about this.